Biafrans all over the world. Today is another day in the cause of our Biafra liberation and freedom fighting, my people. Join me, fellow Biafrans. Join me, my people. Today is 1st of May 2024. It is a wonderful day in our eyes, and we are glad in it. It is a day that we have to thank God for bringing us quietly and peacefully to another month. And before you know it, my people, December is here for us to go and declare our restoration of Biafra. Hello, my wonderful brother. Thank you for joining. Hello, my Sonny, and my wonderful brother Henry. Thank you, people, for joining me. I am here once more today for us to continue with our Biafra coming. Biafra is a great nation. I have to thank God Almighty. Father, Lord, merciful Father, King of glory, the owner of heaven and earth, I thank you. I thank you for ushering us from April to May, a wonderful month. Father, Lord, we thank you. Almighty and ever-living God, I pray for the well-being of all Biafrans all over the world, the well-being of our Prime Minister, and above all, the well-being of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no Biafra without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there is no Nnamdi Kanu without Biafra. He say, fellow Biafrans, you know, if you look at my topic, it says Brgie Seminer and Interpole denying involvement in the rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, Nigeria is full of everything that is not good, but we cannot dwell on them because we are living almost. So what we have to do is to continue to vote and to vote. As I have always pointed out, as human beings, if you don't keep doing something constantly and regularly, before you know it, you will forget. This is why we keep coming every day to remind ourselves that this self-referendum that we are doing now is one of the things that will help for the declaration of the restoration of Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024. So my people, I will have to play the voice of Dr. Chioma so that if there's anything anybody did not grasp yesterday, they can hear that, or even this video could be a reminder. So we have to continue to vote because voting is our civic right. Once you are a Biafran and 18 years and above, you have to exercise that right and make sure that you voted. So my people, what we have to do is to help others to vote. And as she was saying yesterday, we have all to recall that registration for our ID requires some payment. You know, Most of the time, people don't like anything that involves money or involves payment. But my people, you know that every penny you spend goes to what we are doing. Both those who are watching from homeland and those watching abroad, every penny you spend in the name of Biafra, believe you me, it will help to go a long way in supporting our gallant men. These gallant men, remember how it is during the rain, they are out there. During the sunshine, they are out there. When people are sitting in air-conditioned room, they are in the bushes doing the needful. So little donation or little contribution, little sacrifice. So my people, when we talk about voting and payment for that vote or registration, don't look at it as something that, or don't look at it as a penalty. Look at it as a token of sacrifice for the coming of Biafra. You will all agree with me that our Prime Minister is doing a lot. He's fighting Cameroonians that wants to claim our oil deposits in Peninsula, Bakassi. He is fighting the zoo that dollars realized from our oil. They are using it to fight us. It's not just getting Biafra for us that is the issue. The main issue is this fight. They are kidnapping our men. The soldiers do that, the terrorists in uniform, as well as the ones they call cattle raiders, but they are all terrorists. So my people, we have a vote, register and pay some, registration fees. And that is only once. It will not cost too much.
Fellow Biafrans, my name is Marvelous Arenze Chukwuanko. As a major, popular vote, the Biafran self-referendum e-voting is in progress and will be until December this year. I know you think we still have time, but the duration of time we have from now till then is longer. Not too far as we take the reason. The Biafran Prime Minister can only do his part, which doesn't need emphasis because it is obvious. But he, Simon Ekpa, like every other Biafran. I respectfully urge you all Biafrans all over the world, old and young, to participate in the ongoing Biafran self-referendum. Publicize it and assist those who need to be guided about it. To demonstrate our readiness to exit Nigeria with the army, in the media, or in the government. But together, from Benue to Kogi, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, Rivers, Delta, Anambra, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Biafrans all over the world. Together, we will vote to decide our future, and our vote must count. This is a new dimension.
So my people, you have all heard that we have to continue voting, and we have to continue doing everything within our reach to ensure that we voted and that your vote really counts. Now, this meeting and see where you can my people, in everything you do in life, you have to have some sort of, direction in what you, otherwise you will get it wrong. I know there may be some side attractions and distractions that makes us human beings. My people, no one is above anything. Everything we are doing, they are all on point. Our Prime Minister is doing what he could, to make sure that when Biafra comes, our people will no longer be suffering, and they will notice the big difference between the zoo and the new nation that they have inherited. So we need to support Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, to continue doing what our people are expecting from us. Somebody said to me, I can't wait for this Biafra to come. I said to the person, anything that is good in life, it is always costly. Biafra will come. A very matured person. I was trying to talk to him like a child. I'm just looking for Onyendu's voice because I like to play his voice. Onyendu remains the leader of Biafra, indigenous people. We are indigenous people, so no doubt about it. No matter what the Fulanis do, they can never stop us. Yeah, I found it. Let me tell you people this. Recently, there are this group of people, like they practice Judaism in Biafra land. And they were saying something like, they said they are not talking about restructuring, or they are not talking about referendum. But that's what Onyendu was talking about. I don't know why our people always like to listen to these military people that's always going to Southeast, but you will never hear them conduct such things in the North. It's only Southeast. That alone will show everybody that Southeast remain the target of this Muslim ticket ruling Nigeria now. Southeast.
Ojukwu negotiated. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible.
You see what our leader said? They have brainwashed all of you. That brainwash is what they are using as their own propaganda against the Southeast. And the guy I played his voice here yesterday said, oh, that is you Easterners killing yourselves. You can imagine that. What are we fighting for? That will make us to be killing ourselves. Because they are using those that they have brainwashed, those that are sabotaging what we are doing, the governors. The cattle rearer, the man that is Mietiala cattle header leader, was the one that demanded for our Onyendu's rendition. I played it here the other day where Dr. Damage was the one playing it. I played the video here. I can still play it. That man is not in the government. He's not the president nor the vice at the time. That was Buhari's time. But to tell you how these people have individually and collectively handed power to their people, even cattle rearers, They all have power to command our governors. So I always like to play Onyendu's voice, because anytime you hear Onyendu's voice, there is one or two factors. These facts will tell you exactly what is happening now.
It is the case that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is. Always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very.
Always blaming the victim. We are the victim, yes, yet we are being blamed.
Genocide war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans from the face of it. They will survived it here today. Those they gave it, they have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must come.
Yes, Biafra must come. No matter what the enemies think or what they want, Biafra will definitely come, my people. It is coming this year. When you listen to Dr. Chioma, you will know that every meaningful Biafran is not scared to tell the truth. So let me play her voice.
Biafra Republic Government in Exile welcomes you all to yet another referendum voting and ID card application seminar. And we implore all Biafrans to sit tight and be very, very attentive during this seminar to be able to get something and take something home. As we invite the chair lady of the team, Professor Choma, over to you as you take the stage. You can call in the media at your own time. Thank you so much. There we go.
Yes, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, the Minister of Information, Mazi Sani. Thank you for all you do. Thank you to your team, Minister Van 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 and Ugo. Thank you for all you do. And thank you for coming to support us. I also thank all the ministers in the House. Welcome. And I thank our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Eba, who may be listening from where he is doing the Biafra job. Also thanking our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We know he is with us in spirit. We salute you, sir. And we thank all our heroes and heroines, especially those that have departed. We pray that you will not rest until we, together with you, get Biafra. Our brother, Sir Victor, that's what I call him, who was part of this database as one of the sponsors, he has gone to join our ancestors. And we know, based on our belief, that Sir Victor is also watching. We salute you, Sir Victor. And we salute you all, Biafrans. We say welcome. If your family, your friends, even your enemies are not here, send them a link. They need to come because it is time for voting. It is time for Biafra referendum. It is time for us to declare our identity. Indeed, it is time for us to take a bold step. It is time that we say no to Nigeria. My brothers and sisters, the only thing that you are asked to do is to vote. In the United States of America, people died for the right to vote. In fact, in Nigeria, people died trying to vote. We saw that. Thankfully, the Prime Minister instructed that we Biafrans should not participate in that voting. And for that singular reason, Biafra people were safe because we all sat at home and rejected voting in Nigeria. Why did we reject that? Because we're not part of Nigeria. When you abhor something, you throw that thing away. That was what we did. Now we've done that. It is time for us to vote in our own voting system, our own self-referendum. Bold people do this. So it's been months since the 1st of February, since the referendum started. And it is an online exercise. If you are sitting here today, listening to us, and you have not voted, are you patriotic? If you are sitting here today, and you've not helped people that need help to vote.
Hello, Chibike. Thank you for joining. You know, I know that some of you were there watching yesterday. I have about nothing less than 20 people, you know, from homeland that I send my video to. We need to get the mind of this sort of people. So when they get this video, they will keep sharing it to their friends. And our people will hear and know what is going on. One particularly pleaded with me. He said, Betty, please keep sending your video because I to so many people, and that way they know what is going on. Sometimes they will complain of data, but he said that even if it takes them 1 week to listen to these things, that it will help them. That's why sometimes after this, I will make out time to repeat it from my video, because sometimes they don't have the data to stay and remember how long it took yesterday. Though we didn't start on time, we started 8 p.m. That was why it took that long. So my people, bear with me. I will soon get into what Interpole said, how Nigeria lied that it was Interpole that helped them to get Onyendu. And Interpole people said that they didn't. I have the video and I will play all that when I finish with this. So bear with me. That Nevertheless, when you listen to this a second time, you might be getting some more vital information that you may not have paid attention to, because that happens to me most of the time. When I read something, I read it again when I have time and concentrate more. Thank you, my people, for watching. Remember to like and share and subscribe to Bsr TV.
Why is that? As we are speaking, if you've not voted, please start voting. We asked you to contact your friends, your family, your foes. Tell all of them to come. Come listen, vote, and help people vote. So I welcome you to this seminar. We will combine all the things that our team is doing: referendum voting, ID card application.
Hello, my
and
sister
even
Diane. Thank
registration
you for joining.
in the Biafra database. So before we start, what you can see on the screen right now, you can even take screenshots. These are very important sites. If you have having trouble either voting, applying for your ID card, registering on our database as a Biafran, chat with us with this link. You can join our channel, and you can also follow us on X. To vote for your referendum, you can use this link. Through this very link, this first link, if you go to the government website, you can also, from that website, see where you vote and see where you can apply for your ID card or register as a Biafran. Application for ID card, you can also accomplish that through the Biafra Security Administration website. We all know that our referendum convention is coming. This will be the mother of all conventions. If you can attend and you miss it, it's something you will live to regret. Do everything you can to attend. Part of the things that you do to attend is to go right now as we speak and secure a spot. Because we don't have an indefinite space. Very soon, you may click and we will tell you the link is disabled because we don't have space. And remember, do not say, oh, I know the European rep, he will get me in. Not at all. We follow the rules because this is Biafra. It is through the same link that everyone will follow to get a seat. And once filled, it is filled. Right now, there's a discrepancy between the number of people that have registered for Finland Convention and those that have applied for their ID card. My brothers and sisters, note that if you choose to just register for the convention and not get the ID card, you will not participate in the convention. The ID card is one of the documents that you would use to access the hall. So as you are getting your ticket for Finland, on the same site, click to register ID card. It is important that you do that now because we will need time to review your application for your ID cards to be printed and mailed to you. What does this mean? It means that if you wait until August, I'm gonna wait, August, I will apply. Well, remember, we have a lot in our hands. So if you wait till August to apply, and we don't have time to review your application and print it and send it to you, it is your fault. We will not answer for that. Because just as you have 24 hours in a day, so do we. And we have to review, print, and send. So if you are planning to come to Finland and you have not secured a seat in the hall and your ID card, start doing that now or as soon as we are done. So why must you vote in our ongoing self?
Yeah, my people, before I go into this voting thing, let me remind us, to clarify what she said about waiting till August. It is only 1,000 seats because of the hall where that conference and referendum restoration will take place. Only 1,000 Biafrans. So if you are waiting till August for you to go and register for your ID, because you will not go to Finland without that identification to secure your seat and to book for your flight, because the flight goes hand in hand with the hotel where they will book for those who have registered. Though I think she will also say that here, some people will have to take care of their own hotel booking if they pay $300. Some that would be getting their hotels through Biafra government in exile will have to pay $530. So if you want to do it, the registration, do it now relatively early and quick, so that for one, you will get nominated as one of those 1,000 that will have to go to Finland. Secondly, for them to have time to process it. That's why she said that as we have 24 hours, so do they. They don't stretch their own time. It's the same time we have that they have. They work. Chioma is like a lecturer or a professor in a university. So they all work and do this Biafra data information as well. She is their leader. That's why she's laying all this emphasis. Now we are going into, if anyone do not understand anything, hello, Freeman, wonderful brother, thank you for joining. If anyone didn't understand anything, or if anything is not clear to anyone, remind me by indicating here so that I will rewind it, because her English is very plain and very clear. But it's just good for us to know that there's a catch there. Only 1,000 people that will go, 1,000 Biafrans to Finland. And if you don't hurry on time to register your ID, in between the time that Professor Chioma and her team will assess everything, because they have to look and see that you also registered for your self-referendum and you registered for your ID. Everything, it has to take them a bit of time, so that by the time they will return your ID card to you, it won't be late for you. That's why I paused this. Now we are going into another phase. Hello, Freeman. I hope, were you there yesterday during the seminar?
If you guys recall, each time the Prime Minister talks about this, he would tell you that the first stage is going to end in May. Well, as a team, we think that there is pride in saying, I've voted. I've helped people vote. There is pride in saying that, oh, I was part of the group that voted during that first stage. Because everything is relative. The people that voted on that first day will say that they are more patriotic. That's how we do it in America. Who is more patriotic? Americans can fight. They can kill themselves. But when it comes to loving America, everybody is fighting. Who is more patriotic? That is what we want Biafrans to do. That is how you need to be thinking and feeling about your own nation. So if you voted on the first day, first week, first stage, definitely you are more patriotic than people that have the access and ability to vote on that first stage. And they just refused, waiting for more nudging and nudging and nudging. And some are waiting for a keg of wine. You will only be pardoned if you did not know, but
Okay, you were there. Thank you. Why I am repeating it is that from this video, I do send my video to the homeland so that those at home will see it and start sharing it among themselves. It's always good to keep them in touch and in contact with what we are doing. But after this, I will have to go into what the Interpol said about Onyendu's rendition to Nigeria, that they are not involved.
I don't know how a human being on earth would not know what is happening around them. Or if you do not have access or do not have anyone to help you, then you'll be pardoned. If you voted during the second stage of this voting. So for people that have not voted, or for people that have voted, but there are people in their lives that have not voted, we are here again to remind you why you need to vote. For mothers like me, fathers, parents that have children up to 18 years of age, and your child have not voted, oh my goodness, you are failing. You are not doing right by that child. You groom your children the way that you want them to behave. Talk to them about Biafra, show them the link, help them to vote. After all, how many years will parents live on earth? We are fighting for our children, and those children must vote. So when we say call your family members, all the parents that are looking at me right now, ask yourselves, your adult children, 18 years and above, married, single, have they voted? Only you know the answer. I can speak for myself. I have 4. 3 have voted. In fact, they voted on that first day. So again, to people that have not voted, why must you vote? If you need freedom. Freedom from a murderous country. That country is called Nigeria. People that live in America, they always, oh, freedom, freedom, freedom in everything. It's perplexing that you will see Biafrans in America, they will be screaming about freedom. Hey, you cannot come to my lawn. If you come, I got my stuff. But then you talk to them about freedom for their brothers and sisters in the homeland. They pretend that they don't know what you're doing. Shame on those people. So if you need freedom from a murderous nation, a murderous country, because we call it what they call it, this is an official presentation. You must vote.
Yes, my people. When she say murderous nation, she is not wrong. Let me show you people a video that confirms what she just said. You know, yes. When people are asking you, why you live in Nigeria? Why do you people to live? Why? Because they are so scared. They are so afraid. Lily-livered men and women. I mean those who do not want us to go. They are cowards. They lie to themselves, suffering and smiling, pretending so much. Let me show you people this video. You will see a wife of a man they kpied in Enugu this week.
The atmosphere in Nimbo community, one in local government area of Enugu State, remains tense following a recent attack allegedly carried out by armed herdsmen from neighboring borders. The attack, which occurred last Sunday, claimed the lives of 4 individuals, including a child.
So, for the issue, what we are realizing is that Fulani killed my brother with the child he carried for his hand.
In local government area of Enugu State remains tense following a recent attack allegedly carried out by armed herdsmen from neighboring borders. The attack, which occurred last Sunday, claimed the lives of 4 individuals, including a child.
So, for
unafuge nwatakịrị a na ya ka egburu andọ mama ya bụ onye a na-ebe akwa a na-ejie ịgwafa kịta afa votu fasiba gị ọ ivotu maka gịnị. This is what Professor Chioma is saying. Why people should vote. You know?
the issue, what we are realizing that Fulani killed my brother with the child carried for his hand. They killed all of them.
I was sent to take care of a here, and this is my place where they rented yesterday. I saw them face to face. But it was God that saved me. And since that yesterday, this is my just coming back. I've been on the way, running up and down. So I don't know how.
Attacks on Nimbo, a border town in Uzawani, have become a recurring nightmare, leaving villagers living in fear.
Have denied us the favor and the fate of being a youth in this village. They have been dealing with us several times. This is not the first time, this is not the second time.
The situation is peculiar. Anything you can do to strengthen our local vigilance. If it's possible to give us a drone that can monitor our bush because we don't have any other farm. Our people.
Governor Peter Mba, accompanied by heads of security agencies in the state, has come to empathize with the community and instill hope, declaring enough is enough.
We're pained.
You see this man standing here, he is the governor, or governor in the Enugu state. And the governor Anuma, he is not on party. He is in a family, bereaved family. That's why he is here, to condone with them or to sympathize with them for their loss. He is the governor. He cannot protect his people from the Fulanis. This is why we have to vote and leave the zoo.
We're truly pained by such dastardly killing. It's absolutely senseless that
Yes,
people
Peter Mba,
who are living quietly
Uluwole
within
Mba.
their environment,
Mhm.
you have sparse come into their locality and open fire on them. That is inexcusable, is unacceptable, and we are not going to stop at anything. We're going to identify, we're going to track these culprits. We're going to pursue them wherever they are. We're going to capture them, and we're going to make sure that we bring them to justice.
While acknowledging Enugu State's reputation for hospitality, he emphasized that this generosity should not be taken for granted.
We are very hospitable people, but when we demonstrate hospitality, we expect our guests, people who have come to mingle with us, to.
You see the number of policemen that is guiding him. This is why they don't realize what it is for a poor Biafran walking in Nigeria soil. Because the Nigerian government, they sponsor terrorists. They sponsor Boko Haram. That is why we should vote. My people, we have to vote. We have to teach our people, show our people the reason why they should vote. By the time I will send this video to them, when they get to where Dr. Chioma was saying that they should vote, telling them the reason, they will have to come across this video. Thank you, my people, for watching. Let's continue with Dr. Chioma and the program. You know, it's not a very easy thing, but we have to continue talking to our people on daily basis.
In this ongoing self-referendum. This is their headline, not ours. 4 killed, many injured as herdsmen attack Enugu community. Enugu is in the heart of Biafra land. I bet you there are some old Enugu state citizens that may not have voted. Oh my God. The sad thing is, people are being killed by animals in human form. These people are animals. I'd rather be killed, but I will not be killed by a lion, by a scorpion, by a viper, by a chimpanzee. At least I know that that's an animal than being killed by human in animal form. As they are killing indigenous people, their animals would be destroying crops. This killing is sanctioned continues to be sanctioned by the murderous Nigeria government. This is why you must vote. Just juxtapose headsman system of rearing cattle to modernized system of rearing cattle that you see in civil societies where one man's business would not be the reason another man's business suffers, talk of the loss of life. So for Biafrans, sometimes we hear, oh, if you chase all these headsmen, some Biafrans, they are also headers, they have cattle. This is the type of ranching that we will have in Biafra land, contained within a specified area, and nobody destroys another's business, talk of life. This is why you must vote. The reason we picked this is just current, because we know that Nigeria is dumping a lot on the citizens, that before you have time to process what just happened, they will dump another on you. And you wouldn't even process. After some time, you go, forget it. And then our people are just floating in the air. Wherever it blows, they go. It is time to take a stand. My people, it is time.
Ndị be anyị ga-ege ife a nwaanyị a na-ekwu. This video ngosi kita na phone bụ cattle, etu ndị country ọzọ si azụ cattle n'ime ranch. Ọ bụrụ ikpo cattle na-agagharị na-emebi nri ndị mmadụ. Ọ na-egosi unu na ọ bụrụ na Biafra bịa na-etu a ka anyị ga-esi n'azụ our own cattle. Maka na anyị bụ ndị Igbo, anyị nwere efi Igbo. Ọ bụrụ efi Hausa. O nwere ife maka egosi unu ebe a, mana ngosi ndị a ga-ewetu my ife na. Fa ga-ewetu studio ma si na me breach community standard rules. And achọrọ m ime maka na achọrọ m ịdị na-use this medium wee na-ezitelu unu ozi. Afọ m nwoke ọ dị na Twitter, nwoke na-edina efi, nke a bụ nke ọfụ, new picture. O wepụta ife nna ya tinye na arụ efi nama fadina sia ya gbanyesia ya jụ ife na-edifa na arụ fa na-elesi unu. Onye ndu agwago anyị long time anyị elizi na anụ efi nama. Anyị nwere efi Igbo, anyị ji eme omenani. Efi Igbo eji akwa mmadụ, ọ bụrụ sọsọ nama ka eji akwa. Ndị a dị alụlụ mani and fada elie. Ndị Fulani adeli nama afa na achịghalị fe weli ya na-emebisi crops ndị mmadụ. Ije America fa nwee beef. Ije South Korea, everywhere. Dutch, Spain, Rome, that's Italy. Ije England, ije France, ije Germany. Fa nwegbado beef. But onwere nke ị ga-afụ na achịghalị efi na street ma o weli eje na-emebisi ndị mmadụ. But ndị Fulani a na-emie ka fa wee kpọọ ndị be anyị agụ. Maka na during the war, what they did was that there was blockade for food coming. But this time around, they are using their cattle to cause our people hunger. Or if I only, or see, before you know it, family also, femekwasikwa ọzọ. By the time you na sort out nke pharmacy, femekwa ọzọ. Ino katazia isi ka arapụ bazia. Ọ bụ na ịdịgo used to afụfụ. Ndị Igbo si na onwere onye afụfụ na amala arụ. ịnọkatisi na afụfụ a na adịgo m used to it. No, o nwere onye afụfụ na amala arụ at all. Afụfụ bụ afụfụ. Ama m na unu amarọ na o nwee ndị ji ya bụ efi a na traktọ na-alụ ọlụ. Gị nwa bụ onye nwe ọlụ, ị na-ezu ike, ịlụsịa ị na-ede ịna the money ilesịa ife inwe iweli emekwa employ ndị ga-abịa lụrụ gị ọlụ. But everything na Nigeria bụ afụfụ. Ije kọsịa nri ọ bụrụ na mafa ka eji azụ, gị nwa na ụmụ gị anọdụ agụ. That is why you should vote. So when she is talking like this, aga m eji onu be anyị na-akọwakwa ya. Ọ bụrụ na unu amara akwụkwọ ma ọ nọ gịnị, mana ife ọ bụ na ọ na-adị mma ikwu ife kwugharịa ya ka onye a na-agwa wee na-elota na o nwere ọlụ ọ ga-alụ, ọlụ ige ntị, ọlụ ime ife a na-asị gị mee. Ị ga-alụ ya bụ ọlụ sacrifice. Ọ ife ndị bekee na-akpụ ya.
Not voted, vote. If your adult children have not voted, make them vote. If you've not helped people to vote, help. Nobody's an island. I am sure that all of us here know people. Talk to them. Have them vote. Need more reason? Sometimes we cry. And this country seeing what is happening, United Nations, please come. Hello. United Nations will not come. They don't come just because people are crying. Because United Nations is just a body made up of people from different countries. And these different countries, they have their own challenges, and they tackle their challenges head on. They will not leave their challenges and come because you're crying. But when a country needs help, they have to do something for that help to come. Therefore, Biafrans, you and I must tackle our problems. We must liberate ourselves from murderous Nigeria. Our liberation starts at the ballot box. Go and vote or stop complaining. Because you complain means nothing. You can tag anyone from here to about 1 mile and you're not doing anything, it means nothing. Your vote is your voice. It is your way of sending a loud and clear message to the world. Power has. Just imagine, pause for a second. Think about the conversations you've had. If you go to our media, especially on Twitter, X, the great people that man the Twitter platforms, I salute you guys. We listen to you. When you go on X and listen to the argument, you hear Nigerians telling Biafrans, but referendum is not in the constitution of Nigeria, blah, blah, blah.
Have you heard what she said now? That is exactly what they keep saying. But which country in this world that doesn't have referendum? All the countries. Nigeria has referendum, they removed it. Fulani removed it. 1999. They rewrote Biafra, Nigeria constitution the way it will suit them. And that's what they are following. they rewrote it. Because in 1914, when the so-called amalgamation took place, everything was in that constitution that gives, they said 100 years afterwards, anybody, any nation that wants to live can live, because we had Oduduwa nation, we had Biafra nation, we had Arewa. Arewa are the Hausas, the owners of the north. But Fulanese, that are foreigners, are the one now seizing this opportunity that Buhari created for them in 1915 to destroy that country. But you know what? We will have invoked the spirit of that referendum. That's why everyone should vote. Ndị be anyị, onye ọbụla ga-agba mbọ tụọ vote a, ọ fịara arụ. Onye ọbụla ga-agba mbọ tụọ onye bụ vote ka anyị wee nwee more number of people by December period, 2nd of December. Ọ mgbe ọ ga-akpọtụ akpọtụ. Onye ọbụla votuo ka anyị rapụ Nigeria. We are bigger than Burundi, but you know, with UN, the smaller your country, they will take any number. Burundi, there are not many, there are only 13 million, and they will look at them like if they want to vote now for referendum, they will be expecting maybe half of that number. Okay, in our own case, we are almost 80 million, 70 something million. They will be expecting at least 40 million or 45 million Biafrans to vote. So, etu akosi di ndị be anyị, unu aghọtago, anyị tosi ịpụ pụọla onwe anyị. You know, anyị tosili ịpụ, and we have to fight for ourselves. UN, they are not coming, they are not going to do it for you people. We have to do it by ourselves. No country has time, even now, because Ukraine is fighting. All the European countries, they are in NATO and they are supporting them. So we can't be looking behind, waiting for anybody to come and fight for us.
Isn't that laughable? Then think about and conduct your self-referendum. Beating your chest and doing it, and providing that data to the world. There's a saying that necessity is the mother of invention. Why would we be sitting down sleeping for animals in human form to displace us?
Thank you.
Woe betide anyone
Like and
that
share.
believes in that. Use your vote. Make a statement. It is a responsibility that you have. Just as you go to work, make money to pay your bills, you need to go to that ballot box and vote for your freedom. When you do that, you write your name in the annals of Biafra history. You may be going, oh no, but nobody would know. Don't fool yourselves. We know. And one day, perhaps, the Prime Minister may decide, yes, we need to know who voted. Before you would ask us to help you do X, Y, Z, we look to see, oh, did you vote? It will even be worse if you are outside of Biafra land, in diaspora. Your people are dying and you're not voting. The simplest thing that you are asked to do, vote. You will live to regret if you do not vote in this ongoing Biafra self-referendum. More reasons? We'll give you more reasons. We didn't make this up. I don't even know who this guy is. But someone actually said school tests are haram because only Allah can test us. And he boldly wrote his name. I think we know haram, something haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram, the #1 terrorist group in Nigeria. Is it a coincidence that someone says school tests are haram? Boko Haram. Education is forbidden.
So, my people, when you hear something and you don't see, you will be wondering or thinking, what is happening? What am I supposed to do? How do you mean that this is correct? My people, these are true. Yes. One of us yesterday here was, telling us about this Boko Haram issue. Let me go further up. One of our brothers yesterday talked about this Boko Haram issue. Let me show it to my people again.
Nigeria to import terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. El-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani herders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria an enabling environment for them to thrive, for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
So, my people, she mentioned Boko Haram. This guy, you are seeing his picture here. Also, na enye ụmụaka test na school iji akwụkwọ bụ haram. Nọọsụ Chukwu na-enye mmadụ test. Una fugo ka ụbụlụ fadị, very myopic, very, very short-sighted in their mind. Father think wide. Anyị na ụdị ndị a etosiri bụ ofu country at all. We have managed for so many years. Ọbụrụ ọbala ndị Igbo ga-eme ka Nigeria bụrụ one. In fact, anyị achọrọzi their oneness. So onye ọbụla ga-atụ vote a this our sister Dr. Chioma na-ekwu. Onye ọbụla tụọ vote.
This group will target certain policies in housing, public health planning. We will want to know how many people here have XYZ diseases. Is anyone suffering from cancer? What type of cancer? What type of hospitals or public health facilities do we have to build? Infrastructure and urban planning. We would like to plan in a way that who will not be overcrowded in a way that pollution will not be killing us. Oh my God, public safety. If you are a community of 20,000 and each 5,000 people to...
Yes, my brother Freeman said, at all, we are not one. We can never be one. That's why our Prime Minister called it a dangerous diversity. We are not one. My people, we are not one. That's the height of intimidation, coercion that I have ever seen in the whole world. Forcing people to remain where they don't want to belong. Ndị be anyị ọ bụrụ na n'ugwu Awụsa ka mmanụ adị na East maka fenego anya the whole of East bụ mmanụ. Mmanụ dị na Peninsula, that side of Biafra. Mmanụ dị na Akwa Ibom, that side of Biafra. Mmanụ dị na Igwocha, side of Biafra. Mmanụ dị na Uguta, side of Biafra. Onwe mmanụ dị na Ugwu Ọba, side of Biafra. Aka gwuro that one. Nke dị n'Enugu, gas. Aka egwuye, coal dị there, cement dị there. Everything dị na Biafra land. But ndị Fulani achọrọ. Fachọrọ. Onwere one Biafran person and business ya also no landmark. Onwe park near the beach na Lagos. Kunu wefu ka umuba isi ezuzu. Or if any fejero na Lagos, why? Because there's beach there and there is a seaport. Mana inwe sea, mana na Fikpo. When na Akwa Ibom, Calabar, when na Port Harcourt, they don't want to do it. Enwepu nabia, unwero nke factually ime, so that before somebody from Biafra land will do anything, they will go very far, either Lagos or Kano or Kaduna or Abuja, where they have power to control and burn our businesses, just to render people from Biafra land penniless. We can never do it. So this landmark is a billionaire. We made that park. I will show you people here video where this David Umahi, the Minister of Works, now construct road or train station from Lagos to Calabar. Outside line Ukwalundi Igbo, we choije maybe business that board. Yanandi group here, because they are the Fulani stooges. Let me show it to you people. Kuno man if anyone here could not be on point. Cabo David Umahi. Now his construction team.
The minister is insisting that the landmark properties are intact and that the owner of the investment has no title to the 250-meter shoreline, which is the right-of-way belonging to the federal government.
No claim for landmark. He has no claim. We spared all his infrastructure. We don't pay for shanties. And even those shanties are on our right.
You see? Na David Umahi no onye Igbo o chọrọ dị ma o si na the man enwere any claims no government land mana that land mmadụ lesili ya. Look at the island. This is it. If I na follow Nigeria, why rise up and live? You have seen it. This is how they destroy things belonging to us. This is how they use our own people to destroy us. And people will be telling you that we are the ones killing ourselves. The man I showed yesterday, his video where he was saying that our prime minister is blocking the military from bringing peace in the southeast. What sort of peace do they know that they are bringing? He was the one who said that we are the ones spying ourselves. This is how they use our own people to destroy whatever we have. That's why we should vote. And what she is talking about now is the benefit of you registering your ID.
A police, 20,000 will have 4. But if only 5,000 people register, then you will have 1 police. Remnants of Fulani that remains may have more free will to roam around your community than if you have 4. Remember, Fulanis are in our forests. We need to plan. That planning, your part there is to register in the database, get your ID card. Border control and national security. You don't want to be stopped and you are asked and you say, oh yeah, I am Azubiko Konkwo, and the border agent radios or immediately looks on the database and you're not there. And then we will be waiting for confirmation of who you are. But if your name is already on the database and he punches, oh yeah, that's who you are. With this information, we are able to push back on elements that we don't want on our land. Emergency response.
Sorry. Emeka, thank you for joining. You say no voice. Are you sure you are not hearing any voice?
Of course, this cannot be overemphasized. The most recent LMA East-West Road fire comes to mind. This fire burnt.
Hello, Freeman. Please, can you confirm that you are hearing what Dr. Chioma is saying? Hello, Freeman, please. I need someone, a second person, to confirm this no voice.
Burnt, until there's nothing to burn. This will not happen in Biafra. While the government is going to make sure that the fire service is located in every place that is supposed.
Hello, Emeka. Could you check your own device? Maybe you muted your own device, because I have checked. Everything is open here. I'm not muting anything.
To be located at. What would not help you do is to know if we need 2 fire service stations, 1, 5, or 10. That would depend on the number, the database. Why would you obtain the ID card? Well, Biafrans in diaspora can show off their Biafra identity. You can only do that with your ID card. Now I can brandish my US passport. But if you are showing that deep down in you, you are not really happy. A test for you is when someone comes up to you and asks you, where are you from? The first thing that comes to mind, oh, I'm a Biafran. I wouldn't say I'm a New Yorker. I don't say that.
Thank you, Freeman.
So if you don't have your Biafra identity card, then you're going to be brandishing that Nigerian passport. Because even if you have the passport of your host country, you're not from there. Pretend all you want, bleach your skin all you want, straighten your hair all you want. You're not from there. What makes you is your DNA. Get your ID card and be proud of who you are. This database and your ID card will also serve to demonstrate that you as an individual participated in fighting for our freedom. It is an everlasting document. Think about veterans of the Biafran Nigerian War, the genocide. Think about the veterans coming up and saying, yes, I fought in the...
So my people, I think I have played enough of Dr. Chioma's voice and the need for us to vote for our self-referendum and also the benefits of registering yourself. Someone actually said to me, oh, don't give them your data. Don't give them your details. And I don't understand it. In the zoo, all our people, before you open your bank account, you will give them your data. Do you know that all these Boko Haram in the bush, all the herdsmen, that they have phones and they all have all those data? They taught them how to use it to know who they are kidnapping and how much they are going to demand, because they have all your details in your bank account. Do you people know that? Ndị be anyị unu amarọ na details unu niile dị n'aka ndị herdsmen a na-ejide ndị mmadụ. Maka phone anwa ka faja akpọ ndị amị ma eme fa attack. O nwere ni village email fa attack. That's like nke a faja egbuo mmadụ na Nimbo. Isi ụzọ local government n'Enugu. Ọ phone a ka faji akpọ ndị amị na ndị uwe ojii ga-abịa nyelu fa aka. Data unu niile dị n'aka fa. So why na anya me our data to Biafra? All that data ka ị ga-eji mani bụ ezigbote onye Biafra. Onwe any country no, all that your data. Because na Biafra Biafra na kita. Ifu that na ndị obodo anwa walu ganya ije na Biafra embassy. Onwe right inwe that no nwere onye chọrọ acknowledge right gafu. All that your data ga-enyelu gị aka. Eje na Biafra embassy, they will click and check. Iwe mana ndị bunu na support gị that you have a nation. And the whole world get respect Biafra, because what we are doing, the very open. If I name ezorezo, anya bụrụ ndị na-egbu mmadụ, anya bụrụ ndị na-achọ okwu. So this data is very important, as well as the self-referendum. Maka self-referendum is something that we will use for this declaration na 2nd of December. Mana data bụ ife ga-adị, even ụmụ gị ga-use gosi na onye dị etu a nọ nnafa na nnefa ọ bụrụ na onye anọsịa n'elu ụwa anwụọ unafugie ndị ọcha nwesịrị ya amụrụ anụ onye ọcha na hospital fee were afọ onye anwa tinye na sistem ebe fa na-akpọ birth certificate registration office. Ọ bụrụkwanụ na mmadụ anwụọ, the same thing goes on. Ife niile abụ ife ga-eme mgbe Biafra ga-abịa. Unu ga-adị very happy because the diaspora ife niile ifu n'obodo oyibo a ga-eweli ewenata ụlọ. All from this registration. Nke registration a bụ forever and ever until onye afọ anwụọ. So my people, we really need to, to register. Benefit registration, as important as our self-referendum, if not more, and very important. So, Ndibani, as I have on my program list, there is this the Interpole man that was denying that they were not involved. They were not involved, Let me show it to you people. I will play the voice of one of my media colleagues. I will play his voice after showing you this video.
AIG, there are not a few who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, he didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's why is this like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe me, I want to tell you, I don't know what you are talking about. All I know...
You seem not to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define the role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't know, I don't want to talk about issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol. However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with international communities. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were really apprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of red notice, where a red notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for such international, it will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a red notice.
Okay.
On that red notice, we bring back the public to face justice because all the 196 countries will be looking for that individual.
We'd sincerely like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpole region. Thank you, sir, for coming on the News Hour.
Thank you for having me.
So, my people, you have heard it. The man said that they are not involved in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction. But you will agree with me that when Malami and Buhari were in power, they said that it was Interpole. Now, I will play you the video of a man, that was Dr. Damage. Yes, Dr. Damage was the one that conducted that very that interview or video. He recorded the video. You will see where the meat seller was the one who demanded for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's return. And the governors were shaking like jelly and returned him. But they will still tell you, lie to you, that it is the Interpole. All this and more are the many reasons why every Biafran must vote. Cast your vote and let us live. Do not waste your time sitting on the fence thinking that Biafra coming is the cause of the breakup of Nigeria. No, it's not Biafra coming. Look at it.
He said, we should have known that something was in the offing when a group of people came out and announced 100 million naira bounty on Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yes, we should have known there was a plan. Watch. We are placing a bounty of 100 million naira. We are placing a bounty of 100 million naira as an offer to anyone who can produce Nnamdi Kanu alive. Yeah.
Yes, my people. Why I am bringing this man's voice is for you people to know that this man is not an Interpole man. This is Nigeria government speaking through the meat seller. This man is the head of cattle rearers in the north. But northern Nigeria and the whole Nigeria, they are being ruled by marauders, people who came from North Africa and settled there with their father Usman Dan Fodio. Since 1808, that's when these people came. That's from that time they have been giving us trouble till today. Nobody will deny the fact that these people have been our problem. Lies, corruption, killing, terrorism, everything is in their hands. So, my people, we have to vote. Now, the Interpole man has denied that they are not involved. This is the man.
Million naira.
You see?
As an offer to anyone who can produce Nnamdi Kanu alive. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, this very man, is he in the government? The answer is no. He's the Mieti Allah cattle rearers and the leader of cattle rearers. Hello, Anthony. Thank you for joining, watching from Chile. How is Chile now? Cold or hot? It's still cold in the UK. So we are on the issue of Interpole denying. I don't know why the matter came up. I don't know why the matter came up. But you know that Interpole is a foreign and international body. Yes. international police. But this man here demanding for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be returned is not an Interpol man. So the Interpol man is denying that they were not involved in anything relating to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition.
Did you know that a group of people in Nigeria can come together and do something like that? Did you know? I didn't know that. I didn't know it's possible. That is lesson number 1.
Okay.
You learn from the numbers.
I hope you covered yourself
we're
well.
emphatic about how they wanted Nnamdi Kanu arrested. Play that.
Please take note. Whoever can produce Nnamdi Kanu alive, hale and hearty, uninjured.
Yes.
You see? So he actually described how they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be returned to them in Nigeria. Why? Because they believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is actually saying things that nobody has heard of. They said that I don't know all the things they alleged against him, but these Marudin Fulanis, there is nothing they haven't done. Nothing that they haven't done in that country. We can no longer remain in Nigeria. This is our chance and our time to go. Now that we have a wonderful man in the person of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he remains our leader. And Mazi Simon Ekpa remains our Prime Minister. Government in exile is legal. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Thank you, my people. We are here to let the world know what we have been going through since 1945, that they started buying our people. 1966 was the climax, that the Biafrans in the military then could no longer take it. They said that there were 14 soldiers that planned the coup. Only 7 came from Southeast. The rest from Yoruba land, from TV land, from Edo State. To tell you people that they were also aggrieved for the massacre of our people. Ndị a gbusiri wee gbuo nwaanyị dị ime, gbawa anya afọ, bupute nwa afọ, aka wee kwee mmadụ ibe gị wee gbuo ụmụaka. Look at the one I just showed now. Nwoke nya na nwa ya jebe farm, obele nwatakịrị fa gbusiri the father, gbukwa obele nwa afọ. This week na Enugu State. So my brother Anthony, when you roll the video back, you will see everything we said before we got to this point. So I don't know what made the Interpol to come out now and deny. Let me play the voice of that man again. The man said that they have no hands in bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why I played the voice of this meat seller, so that you people will know that Fulani, they gave it that is in their country power, you know, they gave them all power to say or do anything, and the Southeast governors will be running helter-skelter, you know, to please them. To please them. Where is it again? Well, let me play us what another guy said about all this Interpol issue. This is a one Nigerianist that was talking about our leaders' abduction.
You see, I'm not one of all those people who see the paint word. You understand me? We go talk here, they find class, they talk this, they talk down. Our so-called human rights activists and all that, of course we get some, but the ones say they make noise over, make una come down. I want to this word. A lot of international organizations have been calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu because apparently this man has been held for nothing. Muhammadu Buhari in the past has made inciting statements that is termed to be that goes against Nigeria's law. So if
yes, he doesn't want to mention that statement that Buhari said during the time that Buhari, you know that Buhari got into power. This third time, he got lucky. He got lucky by rigging because Nigerians know him. Buhari is very unpopular man. That's why during the time he was ruling with Idi Agbo, nobody hears of him except Idi Agbo, because Buhari is a tyrant. So at the third attempt to become president of Nigeria, Buhari said that blood will flow if he doesn't win. This very Shetima that is vice president now, Buhari, Malami, Pantami, Gumi, all of them. Gumi is a terrorist in Saudi Arabia and they deported him back to Nigeria because Saudi Arabians, they have developed their country. They don't want anybody that will be causing chaos in their country because their country is now world tourist center. They deported Gumi and Gumi came back. All of them. They established Boko Haram. When they were looking for Sokoto, the man called Sokoto, the head of this Boko Haram, he was found at the governor's house. And who was governor that time? Shetima. In Maiduguri. He was the one. So they formed Boko Haram during the time of Jonathan Goodluck. Ebele Jonathan, because his name sounds that way. They said he's an Igbo man. They will never allow Igbo man to rule Nigeria. So Buhari has made a terrible statement. He said that blood will flow. Whose blood is going to flow for Buhari? Nobody held him. Recently, Fasina Nwunye Tinubu bụ onye Christian na a ga-ebepụ ya onu because unu mana ndị na-akpọ isi ani no ibepụ mmadụ onu bụ jihad for them.
If you are holding him for treason, he has said treasonable statements just to Islamize Nigeria. Nobody leave him because he come from one side. A lot of things, a lot of people, even somebody night talk say, one clerk night talk say, made a behave our first lady. That one is not treasonable. It's not treasonable because it comes. Let's leave the hypocrisy out of this. But again, I want to say something. Una kidnap this man since. A nonsense, stupid, parish, Moorish, idiotic judiciary. They try a man that was kidnapped from Kenya. But my anger in all of this is this. You see, Nnamdi Kanu, since you guys held him, when all international organization has been calling for his release because he has been held for no reason. His innocence has been proven. They are calling for his release on a refusal, and the man has a failing heart. I want to tell the Nigerian government something for free. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, una think say maybe now people also na follow do the big una get with Biafra Republic that time, Biafra that time for Biafra war. Now should una fight. The things that we up against, he will not go even believe himself. You understand? We will not go believe him. As now made the Nigeria divide like this, it go divide. You understand me? The thing you guys will be up against, it go shock una for eye.
Yes. If
because
anything
you see the hypocrisy. Let me tell you
see
something now. You see the hypocrisy of a lot of Nigerians. Okay, this thing now has been happening. They say a house rat, they bring outside rat, come say food day. I want to tell now a lot of I will name notable hypocrites who say this system now. You see the ones that they call themselves the educated ones, are called educated illiterate. Why is Peter Obi in all of these things? No, they pursue in a political ambition. They say I'm for not, they do all those things, and you swear you come from bad. So if because Nnamdi Kanu's agitation for the Biafra Republic in the first place, why would he be against Nigeria? Say he wants Biafra if they were treated well, because they are not treated well. So let's call a spade a spade. This man is fighting for what is right, because we see what they are doing to the south. You understand? So because this thing not align with Peter Obi political gains, because your eye now president 9 day, you not align with that, you disease yourself from a lot of them, a lot of notable Igbo people, they disease themselves from even now they can't look back for detention. You get people say, go number one, the Kenyan government, you are complicit in this.
You will not.
You understand me? Big corner, they deny say they are not inside. Interpol say they are not inside because Mohammed Buhari talk that I say Interpol, and I hate them. Interpol say they are not inside, but me and you know say even plus Interpol, not Interpol, the host nation where Nnamdi Kanu day where they for kidnapping in Kenya. There's nothing that will happen in Kenya. A high-profile political prisoner like that taken away from your country without the and sources have said the Kenyan authorities are complicit, which means the executive, the president, and all that, you are aware of all of this. If anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of people, you know, I'm not what they come for now. We all are responsible.
They don't know.
This is not. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a human being. I'm a Nigerian. Do you understand? And not be all those say they paint word. Look at the last of Peter Obi. I'm not going to talk anything now because the thing not aligned to in political ambition. Now, president there. But guess what? Make this Biafra struggle follow through now. They will come back. They won't call align. That's the hypocrisy. Chimamanda Day America, they bag all the awards full everywhere. You know why? See, I call all of these people educated maggots. You know, because she fits into the narrative of our colonial masters. Because all these ones nah.
So my people, that is it. He said that Peter Obi is only gallivanting in the north. He doesn't want to talk about his brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He doesn't want to talk about it. It does not bother him. They keep blaming us for splitting Nigeria. Nigeria has been split a long time ago. Fulanis are the ones destroying the country, not us. We only want to walk away freely. Nobody knows what the Fulanis want. Only them knows what they want. But whatever they want, they will remain there. We are on our way. We have crossed this level. The stage we are now is exit, exit, exit. Biafra is leaving Nigeria. In fact, we have left. It's only for the story to carry it. We have left. Nothing, no election of Nigeria happens again in Biafra land. You all saw the last election when Hope Uzodinma came in. Nobody conducted the election. Nobody came out, but he declared himself the winner as one of the saboteurs that he has always been. So let me play you people this very voice of my colleague about this whole issue of Interpol. Nigeria is a lying country. They don't tell the truth. They don't tell the truth. In fact, the international bodies, UN, have asked that they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Recently, as recent as early this week, or late last week, the Americans said that they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they have just seen that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not stop Biafra from coming. And kidnapping him never stopped the terrorists from buying people, kidnapping people, destroying and burning houses and businesses. There is nothing that they are holding him for. It's because he's an Igbo man. That's all.
Interpole blasts Nigeria government for lying over the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, incriminate them for that abduction and illegal rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Now, I have something to show you. Apart from the video, which I will be playing in a jiffy, I have something to show you. So I want you to pay very good attention. After playing the video for you, I want you to take your time, watch the video in full, and then I will show you something. So my people, watch the video. Don't go nowhere because we still have more in it.
Other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't want to talk about the issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what?
My people, have you heard it again? I've played this voice before. The man said that they are not aware, they are not involved. Because you heard the cattleman that demanded for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's return. And the 5 governors of Southeast, they paid the 100 million to the DOS and the Jiofo, and they returned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not the Interpol. The Interpol man is the one saying here that they are not involved.
Called police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. Okay. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol. Okay. However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, yes, we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with the international community. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were really apprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of red notice, where a red notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for such international. Yes. It will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a red notice. Okay. On that red notice, we bring back the culprit to face justice because all the 196 countries will be looking for that individual.
We'd like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpol, Africa Region. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
He is the current Vice President of Interpol in Africa Region, in case you don't know. Now, let me tell you something that you do not understand. I will come back to this video to analyze it, but before doing that, let me show you something else, because the reason why I will analyze this video is because of the man in question who interviewed the Vice President of International Police Organization, Africa Region. Because of the interviewer, that is the reason why I'm going to analyze the video. But the reason why I'm showing you what you are seeing right now on your screen is to refresh your memory, how it all started. This is the reason why I want you to see what I'm showing you right now, to refresh your memory. Because when this thing happened in the year 2021, you can see here, this is June 30th, 2021, published by Vanguard, a Zoo Daughter media platform. Now, look at what they said. how federal government worked with Interpol to arrest IPOB's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
They claimed that the federal government of the zoo worked hand in hand with Interpol to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and brought him back to the zoo. But all na lie.
My people, are you following? This was a newspaper from the zoo, that 2021, 30th of June. It says how federal government worked with Interpol to arrest IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. As Anthony, my brother, rightly said, the reason why they don't want to release him, I'm sure, because of the DOS and the Jofo, who will be somewhere engineering them not to release him. But God, our prayer must be answered by God. Nothing will happen to Onyendu. Ejiofor and Chinasa Nworu, Chike Doziem, Madubugu, all of them that shared that money, they will have to face God. The truth. Onyendu will come out with his life. He hasn't done anything. Look, you heard the voice of that Edo guy that I brought out his video here. He said he's not an Igbo man. But Nnamdi Kanu hasn't done anything wrong. That Buhari even made worse statement that he did because he's an Hausa man. Any leader who will say that if he doesn't win election, that blood will flow, is that a good leader? He is the one, this Buhari, when he was alive, that opened this door for their cattle rearers to even have the guts to command the governors of the South, build money. Wike said it. I didn't say it. But look at here now. This Vanguard newspaper of June 30th, 2021 said that federal government worked with Interpol, and the Interpol man is denying. This interview is this week or sometimes last week. The interview, because when they hear this sort of allegation by Nigeria government, all lies, they will come to debunk it and tell the world that they are not involved. They don't know anything about Nnamdi Kanu's rendition. Because now Onyendu have started turning the table around legally against the zoo government by his claims. Now that proper barristers are now representing him. Do you people think that if it were to be when Ejiofor was there, that these Interpol people will be pushed to come and make a denial of their involvement? No. They are coming out now because Onyendu and his proper lawyers who knows how to represent someone are now bringing everybody action against them for their involvement in his illegal detention and renditioning him in the first place.
This is the reason why we call them zoo media, zoo gutter media outlets. Brand and in the zoo. Now, when you go down here, you see what they wrote. They said, various accounts dominated the airways yesterday about how leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was arrested by Nigerian security agents working in collaboration with the International Police Organization, Interpol, on Sunday. Are you getting it? They said, while a source said the IPOB leader was arrested in Holland on his way to Ukraine, another source said he was nabbed in Ethiopia. A lot of people lied, including one bishop like that, shamelessly said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, arrested in Brazil with a woman. Shame. Shame. And I didn't see that man.
Yes, this very priest is the priest that knighted gave Ejiofor the knighthood title. That was the bishop he's mentioning here. So my people, a lot of things are involved in Onyendu's rendition. Politically, wickedly, and every intention they have in doing this to Biafrans. You can imagine that these people are still rearing their heads in the southeast, wanting to come and be buying our people in their farms so that they will not plant. That's what the leaders of these Boko Haram have told them. Don't allow them to have anything in their farm. They are using their cattle. They are coming to farmers. They are doing everything humanly possible. And this Nigeria government will lie to the international bodies. That's why we do what we are doing, to tell the international bodies that is not farmer header clash. They want to Fulanize Nigeria. Their forefathers, Usman Dan Fodio, started this since 1808 when he came to the zoo and he killed all the chiefs, killed all the northern chiefs. Now they have faced the southerners. That's what they want, because Fulanis are nomadic. They wander from place to place. They go to Ghana, they go to Burkina Faso, they go to Mali, and Malians chase them out. Even Ghana is chasing them out. It's only in Nigeria. That's why they are fighting tooth and nail to make Nigeria their home. But they will never succeed in Biafra land. They can take any part of Nigeria that does not come close to Biafra. They will not do it. Everybody must support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, because he is very intentional. He really means to give us Biafra, and he is doing it. I know that some people may be castigating him. It's part of it. I don't expect everybody to be honking down with our Prime Minister. No, that is part of the struggle. It is. So my people, I will leave you here now. We have spent 2 hours here. Everything. Thank you, Peter. Are you just joining? We have been here for 2 hours now. Hello. Thank you for joining. Happy new month. We thank God we are in May. Before you know it now, Biafra will declare their referendum, freedom and everything 2nd of December. Today is 1st of May. So my people, the reason why I have all these videos showing to you people is from Dr. Chioma's seminar yesterday, why we should vote and why we should register our ID. These Fulanis, they think that they are powerful, but a powerful man does not fight with a weapon. You fight with your bare hands, but you don't blame them. They are as tiny as rats. If you see those soldiers, they are all so tiny. They cannot face our gallant men. No, they can't, even with their AK-47. So, fellow Biafrans, 2 hours, 4 minutes here now. I will have to leave you people and see you tomorrow. Please God. And I will say to you all, remain prayerful, remain focused, vote for your self-referendum and help others to vote. Register for your ID card. That ID card is your second passport. Any country you go to, even if you are there as a refugee or as anything else on holidays, that ID card will go a long way. It is a life thing. Take care of yourself, my fellow Biafrans. We are wonderful people. Anyị bụ ndị Chukwu kele ọfụma. Chukwu Fulai Nanya, the very intelligent, very business oriented, very innovative people, very educated. We love people. We are very liberal minded people. We love others. We are not violent people. We are very peace loving people. With these Marudin Fulanis in our midst, they don't love us. What they love is the crude oil and the gas that is deposited in our land. Assuming that oil is in the north, they will never let us come close. The Zamfara gold is for Zamfara people. But it should have been a national cake like our oil. But they will not let us. Wow, Abia the best. Thank you for joining. My people, I am leaving now. I have been here for 2 hours. Roll the video back and you will see everything that was discussed, and share it to go viral so that Nigeria government, they will get it. They are liars. We don't work with liars. We Biafrans, we are very transparent, very, very neutral in whatever we do, very truthful, very open. I thank you all for joining me. Please be here early tomorrow with me so that we will continue. I love you all, and I will continue to pray to God to bless all Biafrans wherever they are, and bless our Prime Minister, release our leader for us, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wonderful leader and wonderful Prime Minister. Thank you all. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity and equity, freedom inclusive. Bye from here. Thank you, my people.